Hi, Vidu.
Hi, Mama. Look, this is the Kurukshetra battlefield. The Kauravas on one side and the Pandavas on the other.
Yes.
And look, this is Duryodhan talking to Dronacharya. What did he say, Mama?
So yes, Duryodhan was the king. This was Dronacharya. Do you want to know what he spoke?
Yes.
Let's sit. So Duryodhan looked at the entire Pandava army and he was beginning to get a little scared.
Worried.
Yes, okay. But then what happens when you're worried, you have something really important to achieve. You start working even more hard, right? You want to make sure that you are putting up your best performance.
And make sure you are able to fight.
Yes, but Duryodhan was not relying on his capability.
He went to Dronacharya.
Yes, he was relying on all the people who had sworn to support
The Pandavas.
the Kauravas, Hastinapur, right? Like Bhishma Pitamaha, Dronacharya. They were not supporting Kauravas because what the Kauravas were doing was right. They were doing it because they had sworn to support Hastinapur, right? So, and Duryodhan knew this. He was fighting, relying on their ability. So he went to Dronacharya and he told him, saying, Dronacharya, can you see all the people who are there on the Pandava side? And now he wanted to make sure that he was instigating Dronacharya little by little so that Dronacharya can get aggressive.
And
And
have
he-
the feeling to fight.
Yes, right. So now he was picking up names from the Pandava side.
Who were
Ah.
his enemies?
Who were his enemies, who would bring out that kind of emotion in Dronacharya, right? So he was not talking about the Bhim and the Arjun, who were also Maharathis, right? Who were also very great warriors. But now he was picking up other names like Drupad, Drishtadyum, right? Yuyudhana. And he was showing all of them saying, oh great teacher, look at them, all of those people who are lined up on the side of the Pandavas. So not only Bhima and Arjuna are the Maharathis, but the Pandava army has so many Maharathis. And you know, Maharathis is a very great title. It's not something that's given to everybody. You know who's a Maharathi?
Someone who's very strong.
Yes, how strong?
Very.
How? So just like you go to school, right? And then you have
Like a
college,
topper.
right? No, then you go to college, then you graduate, then you do masters, then you do PhD. Just like that, even the Kshatriyas, the people who used to be the soldiers, people who were responsible for the security, right? Who used to fight in battlefields. So even they used to have this progression. Okay, so there were people who would start learning and then slowly they will progress, and then once they become
They
Maharathi,
become really strong.
which means they can fight 1 lakh people all alone. Imagine one Maharathi can defeat 1 lakh people in front of him. Yes, that's a
Without
Maharathi. Without dying, yes, obviously. So, that kind of a person, right? That kind of ability. Was it just one person like that? No.
No,
There were
many.
so many of them lined up on the Pandava side.
The entire Kaurava army would be swiped.
Yeah, but there were enough number of Maharathis on the Kaurava side also. Right? Imagine Bhishma Pitamaha who could die by will. He would die only when he wants to die. Imagine that kind of power he had. So now Duryodhana was relying on all these people, and now he was picking up each of these people carefully and pointing out to them and telling Dronacharya, look Dronacharya, Drupad, look Dronacharya, Yuyudhana is standing there. All of these are Maharathis, the brothers of Kunti, who have all come to support their nephews, right? Kunti's sons are Pandavas, right? So they are all there ready to fight. And now Dronacharya was still not reacting. So Duryodhana was not happy with the reaction. He wanted Dronacharya to say, oh, I need to fight, I want to fight.
He
But
wanted
instead,
to make him aggressive.
yes,
But he was very calm.
yes, Dronacharya was a very learned man. He was not getting aggressive. He was not losing his calm. He was not getting scared, right? He knew he was capable. He didn't have to get worried, right? He was just holding his nerve, ready for battle, right? Repeat after me, okay?
Okay.
Atra Shura,
अत्र शूरा
महेश्वासा
महेश्वासा
भीमार्जुन
भीमार्जुन
समायुधि
समायुधि
युयुधानो
युयुधानो
विराटश्च
विराटश्च
द्रुपदश्च
द्रुपदश्च
महारथः
महारथः
दृष्टकेतुश्च
दृष्टकेतुश्च
कितानः
कितानः
काशीराजश्च
काशीरानश्च
काशीराजश्च
काशीराजश्च
वीर्यवान्
वीर्यवान्
पुरुजित्कुन्तिभोजश्च
पुरुजित्कुन्तिभोजश्च
शैब्यश्च
शैबश्च
नरपुङ्गवः
नरपुङ्गवः
युधामन्युश्च
युधामन्युश्च
विक्रान्त
विक्रान्त
उत्तमौजाश्च
उत्तमौजाश्च
वीर्यवान्
वीर्यवान्
सौभद्रो
सौभद्रो
द्रौपदेयाश्च
द्रौपदेयाश्च
सर्व एव महारथाः
सर्व एव महारथा.
But then Duryodhan, he didn't get the reaction he wanted. So he went ahead and now he decided to slowly insult him a little so that at least that could bring out the aggression.
So means he will say that he is bad, or will he
No.
make other people say that he is bad?
No. So that's what he played it very smart. You know what he did? So in the olden times, like how today you have engineers, doctors, right, lawyers. In the olden times, the people who were supposed to be in the battlefield were the Kshatriyas. The people who were very learned and who would teach them, you know, they would be the Brahmins. Then they were, so all jobs were assigned. Okay. So now what did Duryodhana do? He said, he called Dronacharya saying, "Oh great Brahman, oh the best of Brahmins." Now that's not an insult, right? He's just calling him the best of the Brahmins. But what was he actually calling him?
A Brahmin.
He was saying, you're a Brahmin, you're not a Kshatriya, and you're still in the battlefield. You've been teaching all of us how to battle,
And you're only
right?
fighting.
But we don't know if you're good enough really on the battlefield because you've never fought. So that was like a very thinly veiled insult that he was planting there, saying you need to show if you're capable by winning this battle for me, and look what all people I have in my army. Now suddenly he gets up and says, this is all my army. And he starts naming all the great Maharathis that he has lined up in his army. He doesn't say our army. He doesn't make it a team. He says, this is all my army. Oh great Brahman, best of the Brahmins. Look at who all are the people who are lined up in my army. And he starts naming, look at the great Bhishma Pitamaha, look at Kripacharya, right? Look at you yourself, Dronacharya. So and he starts naming each one of them. So in the next few verses,
So then Dronacharya gets angry and he says that I'm going to show that
we are going to see that in the next one. Once we get to know all the names that he takes, right? The names that he lines up. Okay, those are there in the verses. All the names are mentioned about the names that he takes from the Pandava side and the names that he takes from the Kaurava side. Right? Just to push Dronacharya, to instigate him to become more aggressive. Okay?
Does this convince Dronacharya to fight in the war?
We will have to wait and see. Okay, so repeat after me. Asmakam tu
Asmakam tu
Vishishtaye
Vishishtaye
Tanibodha
Tani Bodha
Dvijottama
Dvijottama
Nayaka
Nayaka
Mama Sainyasya
Mama Sainyasya
Sangyartham
Sankyartham
Tan Bravimite.
Tan Bravimite.
भवान् भीष्मश्च
भवान् भीष्मश्च
कर्णश्च
कर्णश्च
कृपश्च
कृपश्च
समितिञ्जयः
समितिञ्जयः
अश्वत्थामा
अश्वत्थामा
विकर्णश्च
विकर्णश्च
सौमदत्तिस्त
सौमदत्तिस्त
थैव च
तैव च